What is going on, folks? We're back.
More copyright strike.
Imagine, kids.
Content ID.
I swear to God, they content ID this. I'm like, we're just humming. What the fuck?
Content ID got you niggas humming that song. Give it to Capcom. Yeah, that's not bad.
Anyways, what's going on, folks? We're back. 3BG with our guest, Prime Gundam. What's going on, sir?
Guten Tag, bitches. Guten Tag.
As always, much like Gundam and Ninja Turtles so far, Prime is with us on another Street Fighter movie, and it has to be the you know, it's so funny. People love this movie a whole lot, and at the same time, they all say it sucks. It's just, and you know what, I think we all were either disappointed or we hid our shame that we kind of like this movie for years. I was in the camp of kind of both. Like I always said, this movie stank, man.
I don't know about you. Even back then, when the movie came out, I felt some way.
Did you feel some way?
Yeah, you know, like
your 10-year-old self was just like, fuck this movie already.
No,
you want to know what? No, you want to know? No, let me explain. Let me explain why. You're making a game. You're making a movie based on probably the world's most popular video game at the time.
2 years into its history.
3 technically.
Oh, 3, yeah. Street Fighter 1.
And no, well, Street Fighter 2 came out in 91.
Street Fighter 2. So.
Anyway, like you're making this movie based on the most popular fighting game in the world. And you know the one thing that was missing? Where the special moves at?
Well,
got a couple of moments.
I'm not counting that pseudo shit, and I'm not counting the camera flash of
Hadouken. Camera flash Hadouken.
No, the camera flash non-existent Hadouken. The camera flash non-existent Guile flash kick.
I want to say, was this supposed to be a fake flash?
Not a single sonic boom was fired. Not a Kikoken. Nothing.
No projectile
whatsoever.
But then that would take money from Guile's sick ass boat. What do you mean?
We gotta sell toys.
Right. No, you're right. And you're right, Prime, because check this out. This movie had a $35 million budget. $8 million of that went to Van Damme alone.
So you're probably asking yourself, what did the producers think about the other characters that weren't Guile in the movie? Like, you know, I'm pretty sure they focus tested and said, hey kids, what'd you like about this movie? Well, we didn't see Ken or Ryu. This is what the producers said.
Soft, overrated, pretty boy, a bitch.
So fun story.
Much disrespect to Ken or Ryu again.
Fun story.
Mm-hmm.
So the writer, De Souza, if you think you don't know who that is, you're lying. You do. He wrote Commando, Die Hard 1 and 2.
Great.
It shows in this movie.
Mm-hmm. So he is also a fan of Street Fighter. That also shows.
Well, he did Hudson Hawk and Judge Dredd, so you get the good with the bad.
Right. So it could have come up a whole lot worse.
There was a lot of Judge Dredd in this. There was a lot of that Judge Dredd feel in this. Thank you.
There's a lot of
go ahead, Commando
on this too.
There's Commando on this too. Yes, it is.
And he initially only wanted 7 characters, right? Okay, because he said that's the magic number. That's the sweet spot. Okay,
so that's the OG crew before the new challengers, basically.
Yeah. And the studio said, you know what? You know what? That's fine. And so they kept coming in with notes. He had finished the script. He had a completed script. Everything was tight, nuts and bolts, everything in place. The studio and Capcom came and said, hey, can you fit in this one character? Like, he doesn't have to be doing anything. He can just be, for just a quick shot cameo in the background. So I said, okay, cool, I can do that. It's just a quick cameo, no big deal, no big issue. And so he inserted the character into a scene. Once he did that, they came back with some more notes and went, well, since he's already here in the scene, can they do, X? Can they just have him do X, Y, and Z? It's like, oh, okay, well, sure. that's how you end up with shit like Balrog being Chun-Li's cameraman. Because he's like, well, someone has to fill the role, so why not make it Balrog? Oh, you want him to appear more times as a recurring character? Oh, okay. So they did that several more times, so we got the full 14 that Capcom wanted in the movie to begin with, and not the 7 that he wanted to do. So,
also considering, considering that when this movie was being made, when I found out that Capcom mandated being the co-financier of this movie, did they have vice grip on on this entire movie? They said, hey, here's your money, you have until December of 1994 to get this shit released.
Hard release date. They came back what?
You have to get it released. Oh, and by the way, I want you to put in the new challengers because we just put this game out.
And if I'm not mistaken, they had a lot of challenges going in because Raul Julia, rest his soul, had just had surgery for his stomach cancer, right? Mm-hmm. You got Van Damme over there coked about his mind, so they had to do a non-conventional shooting schedule because normally, if I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I'm wrong, usually for action movies like this, you want to do your kind of talky bits, face forward bits up front, then you want to kind of fill in and sprinkle in the action bits around as you go. But because Julia was so sick, they couldn't do the standard shooting, so they had to shoot it in reverse, like they had to do it the other way around. And so by the time they get to get all set up, and a matter of fact, the movie wasn't even fucking fully cast when they started rolling cameras and started shooting. Like Kylie Minogue wasn't brought on his cameo until I want to say like, what was it, Chris? Like 2 weeks or so into filming or something like that?
If 2 weeks.
Fucking serious.
Insanity.
Yeah.
And so when they got to starting shooting up, and I believe it was in Taiwan, is that right?
Yeah, Taiwan.
Nope, Thailand. They were in
Thailand. Thank you.
Actually, no. I can't take that back. Some of the exterior shots were shot in Bangkok, Thailand. However, a lot of this movie was filmed in Australia.
Yeah. Second unit.
Kylie Minogue's hometown.
Now you understand why it makes sense that she was in this movie, because the Australian Actors Guild told D'Souza hire an Australian actor.
All right, good night, mate. Now listen to me, mate. We need you to put all Whitney Houston into this movie, okay?
You know what? Good call on their part. So,
hey, look, Kylie Minogue, God bless her, she's still around. And yeah, I brought up her name the other day, and somebody was like, "Oh my back, I have arthritis." I'm like, "I'm sorry, bro. Sorry, I had to give it
some time though." So anyway, by the time they get to when they're starting to filming, they were like 15 or 16 days behind schedule, right? And they kindly, came to the studio and came to Capcom, was like, "Hey, we had all these things going on with Raul Julia. We're still casting. Can we maybe get a next?" No, you may not. December 94. Get the fucking shooting.
Get out of my.
You mean to tell me Capcom told them that?
Yes.
And they
this
said no.
This is our most popular. This is our most popular. This is our most popular IP, and we are co-financing. Now,
this is 1994.
Now, hold on.
Now, right?
Now, with that being said, you are more than welcome to give the money back to us.
So what you're saying is that Ono was in that room when this happened, right?
I don't think he was. He was still a programmer at the time.
I think this much.
Thank you, Tevin, because I was just about to mention that fucking nightmare blunt rotation we had in succession. So when Super Mario Brothers, then Double Dragon, then this shit.
Let me tell you something. Out of these three movies, Street Fighter is probably the only one that actually looked like it at least played 2 stages of the game to where you're like, all right.
You know what?
I feel that we need to look at Double Dragon again and treat it with real, film cricket eyes.
This Street Fighter movie played more like a loosely based G.I. Joe.
It did.
But
that was intent, because I think that's also what Souza wanted to do. He wanted to do like a kind of a Bond adventure movie with it.
Which is, that's why he did. He said this. He said The man clearly said, I did not want to make this a martial arts movie. Instead, I'm going to make it a cross between Star Wars, James Bond, and a war movie.
Now, I like to say, Eris, when you think of Shotokan, you also think of Luke Skywalker, okay? When you think of Chun-Li's heralding, like, what the fuck?
Hey, do you know?
Hey, D,
do
hold
you
on.
know
D,
the reason
D,
why they
D.
got away with that shit?
Hang on, Prime.
The movie is called Street.
D, question. What's
Yes,
a Shotokan?
Well,
what's a Shotokan? 1994, sir. I'm asking you, what is a Shotokan?
Well, that's the martial art that
the Shoryu, I guess.
That's how they sold it too. Well,
where are you
martial arts that Ryu all traits?
Ryu,
stop
look
it!
out,
Stop it!
Ryu.
One Japanese dude in the background going, "Nani?"
Stop it! Where are
you
getting that?
Ryu,
no, where are you getting that source from?
Asshole.
Where are you getting that source from? Did Capcom tell you this, or was that Steve from accounting?
Steve from accounting.
We got it from Susan, so I'm gonna tell you.
I'm only asking that question because unlike the future, where fast forward to the 2000s, where Udon Comics specifically asked Capcom, "Hey, what's the story of this? We're making a comic. We want the source material to come directly from your mouths."
What? That actually makes a lot of sense. Sit down.
Then they went, yeah, so we're gonna just got tables and jumped out the window. So do you know the reason why they leaned heavily into that fucking G.I. Joe motif? So around this same time, guess who had the master toy license for Street Fighter?
Mattel?
Hasbro.
Yeah, Hasbro.
Okay.
Makers of what's this? Let me check my notes here. Something called Jijo?
Oh, the all Korean
G.I. Joe.
Oh,
okay.
the all Korean hero. Yeah, him.
Korean hero.
G.I. Joe. Yeah, they Hasbro had the God, they did the toys for G.I. Joe, which they also in turn did the toys. Hold on. They did the toys, by the way, for Street Fighter as well as the Mortal Kombat toys.
You said did the toys. You mean air quote? They airbrushed a couple of GI Joe things.
Yes, airbrush.
Street Fighter sticker on some vehicles.
Yeah, we talked about that when we did the animated movie.
Hold on.
But I mean, not the animated movie, but the TV show. That all they were was just repurposed.
Hey, Prime, you know that they did that crap on the cheap when you buy the Mortal Kombat figures and both of their legs are literally held together with a rubber band.
Oh man, that black rubber band.
Yes,
that thick ass O-ring that they took off of a car.
Sir, we respect the U-ring in this house, sir. Sir,
U-ring. God damn it.
That U-ring.
Oh my god. I feel
held together
many
with
childhoods.
Held together with hopes and dreams.
And you know what? Here's the thing. I can tell, like, who were the 6 people here that he wanted to use? Oh, like Bryson Guile. And again, like you said, Cammy wasn't there until an hour later.
I want to say Bison. If I were to go off of which characters, if I were to take a guess, I would say Bison, Guile, Chun-Li, Honda, Balrog. We got one. Hold on, one more. Because Hollywood and fuck you, Sagat, but no Ryu.
I say. I know Hollywood.
Chris knows exactly that feeling.
Peak fucking Hollywood.
That is peak Hollywood.
So, I got Guile, Chun-Li, M. Bison, Dulcim and Blanca. I think Dulcim and Blanca were there from the beginning. You cannot convince me that they didn't have it. Oh yeah, it looked like they had it in that whole plot, but I think that was supposed to be in there in the first place.
Let me tell you something, folks. We talk about, as much as I say the movie looked like they played like the first 2 stages of Street Fighter, the opposite of it is true because so there are things that happen with certain characters that the movie decided, oh shit, this is Street Fighter, right? Dhalsim is a doctor, right? Stereotypical Indian doctor, by the way. And then in the movie, all of a sudden, he's like his character in the game, and I'm like, that came abruptly out the fucking blue. Like, where did
No, it didn't come
from?
abruptly. You want to know what happened when you want to know how all this happened, Chris? During the chaos, the gunfights, the shooting, the explosions, the explosion somehow blew off his hair, gave him the chains and all. Yes, gave him the fucking chain around his neck. He still kept that, but his hair was gone. Or he was wearing
CGI scene we never got, was it?
Or he was wearing a wig the whole time.
Here's my thing. All right, for me as a kid, okay, I think subconsciously I knew this movie was going to be shit. So my whole point was to point out everybody that was in the game in the movie, and I will never forget before he said Dawson, I saw that chain around his neck, and I was like,
no skulls, no skulls,
no. Why is the Indian doctor Dawson?
The lack of skulls around his neck made me very sad.
You give two shits, but I don't care about the skull. I care about the fact that this nigga just all of a sudden is just like, okay, now he has the diaper on, and that's
Chris.
I like how that just showed up. He was straight up in
Chris.
How did that happen?
Chris, they could have been. Listen, the skulls could have been literally the size of this fucking SD card.
I don't care about those details. It's just the fact that why would you
even... It's the effort. There was no effort.
It wouldn't have saved his character.
I didn't say anything about saving his character. I don't give a shit about saving the character, dude. Have you seen the movie? It's beyond saving, sir. There is no saving this movie. You can only sit back and laugh at the dumpster fire, okay?
Hey,
that's
Chris,
why we laugh at it.
Your boy showed up. I'm not stupid.
Okay, first
I was once a man.
Okay, we mentioned this in the Street Fighter. Okay, so we talked about this in the Street Fighter animated series. I like how the animated series tried to make Charlie and Blanka the same person, which I blame this movie particularly for that because it made a lot of kids believe that Blanka and Charlie were the same character.
That was the whole.
Hold on.
The whole point of the USA cartoon was to be like a pickup off of this movie.
Well, I know, but it confused people because when you got to the Alpha series, when it came out on PlayStation, it was like, who the hell is this Charlie guy? That's actual Charlie. Like that's
so check this out.
Notice that there was no Blanka.
Yeah, there's no Blanka.
But check this out though.
For 2 games.
I got some real fun out of it. So my son is beside me watching the shit, right? And I was like, oh, this nigga, my son's a little geeky doofus. So I get the reference, Dad. He's one of them niggas. All right, cool, bet. Ah, I see. Charlie. All of a sudden, my son was like, no. He was like, Charlie. He heard Van Damme say earlier, like, Charlie. And he was like, Charlie in this movie, Dad? Like, yeah, there he is. He goes,
what?
Where's his blonde hair at? Carlos Blanca.
Charlie.
My son had the most passive-aggressive Gen Z face I have ever seen in my life. I ain't watching this movie. He was like, my son, no bullshit. He stopped watching a movie with me. He was like, is that supposed to be down syndrome? Yes, son. I was like, I quit. I don't care. This is stupid.
I don't care.
He said, I came from, he was like, Dad, I thought this was going to be like, when Ken and Ryu did the floating Hurricane King. I thought it was going to be something like that. This is just stupid.
Ken and Ryu doing the floating kick. This is just,
I wish there was that, man. Do you know that? Sorry. Remember that scene where he was doing it at the end where he was kicking who was he kicking? He was kicking Sagat at the end of the movie.
It was Vega and Sagat. I think it was Ken. Ken was doing it with the.
Yeah, when Ken kept doing it.
Standing short,
you kids. I will never forget my dad going, see, that's like on the video game. Hey, Dwayne, you ain't shit for that, nigga. You ain't shit for that.
Get the hell out of my face with that
my dad knew that movie was terrible.
What are we doing?
See, it's just like the video game. No one ain't dead. Stop that shit.
The Vinci games.
It's like on the print.
You gotta say Vinci games.
Just like you're on Atari there, right, boy?
Yeah, like you're on your Nintendo, man. You know how that go.
But nah. The guy, the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why we adore this movie this guy.
Ah, yes.
This guy, Raul Julia.
Master Bison. That's what he acts. That's the first thing Raul Julia acts. Bison. That is Master, right?
But hold on. He is a man who has such hubris that he has this. Bison.
I got that same thing.
I love the flex. Your boy Sagat was like, these are useless. And this thing like, not.
No. Basically, they were going to be, what was the equivalent exchange?
I believe the line was, these things aren't worth the paper it was printed on.
On the contrary.
He said they'll be worth like 1 million British pounds as soon as I kidnap the Queen of England.
Like, good luck trying to get that shit happening.
No. It would have happened.
It would have.
Shadow Lou would have pulled up the Buckingham Palace, blah, 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 and got her out that joke.
Everybody's
with
in
the
like
multicolored ass camouflage uniform.
By the way, I like how they was wearing red camouflage in the jungle. Same name for the good guys wearing blue. What the fuck is this? It's like
it's like imagine playing Metal Gear. Like imagine playing Metal Gear Solid 3 and you turn on the camouflage. Like you turn on the fucking blue camouflage and you're out in the desert. It makes. What does this do? Nothing. Everybody running around. Everybody running around with negative 25%.
Oh God, yes, man. I think, but that's I hated that so much. These guys clearly got bright red. What?
I mean,
look. To have a full army wearing bright ass colors?
Look, this is following American Ninja logic. Remember in the American Ninja movies, the ninjas had different color multi-suit ninja outfits that made no.
But that's because we needed to know how strong they were.
Are you thinking of the Pierre Kirby and Godfrey Ho movie?
Oh,
like ninja movies?
No, American Ninja.
Okay, because they would have the word ninja.
They would have the word ninja on their head.
The American Ninja movies and
this
even in
white guys.
So the American Ninja movies and even Three Ninjas Kick Back when they went to Japan, the ninjas had green, blue, red, and like black, the regular black ones. I'm like, so why do we? How are you blending in?
And
what's
the leader
going on here?
Hey Chris, and the leader always wore black and yellow.
Yeah, black and yellow. So in this one,
and if he's trying to be sexy, he got like the arm guard. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where
So in this one, the UN, they're wearing blue fatigues, which is okay. Are you the Navy? I guess. And then Bison's troopers are wearing red fatigues, which I'm like, sure, gotcha. I guess.
My son off the break, Dad. Ain't Chung-Li in Interpol? Yes, that would make sense.
But she's a newscaster.
Shut up. Ming Na is here. This is the first role we're gonna clap for.
God bless her. But she said, look, if you look at the behind the scenes, bear in mind where Ming Na was at in her career at that time. As she always sits there and says, she had fun doing the movie, but at the same time, it's paying the bills.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like
it was Tuesday.
hey, man, you ain't lying.
It's like you know how
hey,
hard
kids,
it is.
Your mom is gonna be in the Street Fighter movie. Gotta pay for your dental bills.
To be immortalized forever by getting herself and the rest of the cast completely digitized for the Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
That was a moment, wasn't it?
It's still a moment. People still play that game, sir.
And look, I gotta be
shout out to Fight K2.
Here's the thing, Eris. I hate the fact that the one thing I do hate about being in Three Black Geeks is that I have fatigue now when it comes to certain things. I hear 15 of you right now clicking on your day. You know Ernie Reyes Sr. was Akuma in that game. I hear y'all. Stop. Just stop.
That's cool. Right that's cool. That doesn't make the game any better.
Oh God.
Considering that they put Akuma in the game after the movie was done.
I like that.
And Super Turbo was already out.
It feels like there was more to that story. Like they already gave him a Akuma suit. He was like, "You supposed to be in the movie?" I get.
Like, why did they make Akuma in that game look Filipino?
Because Ernie Reyes Senior looks like he's Filipino.
Because Captain Sawada needed a buddy.
First of all, okay.
Captain Sawada.
Let me bring that up. By the way, I want to bring that up about Captain Sawada. So get this. Remember, I said this earlier before we started recording, gentlemen. I said, movie. You have Captain Sawada here, who you pretty much have the perfect Ryu. Apparently, he was supposed to be Ryu.
Wait, he really was supposed to be Ryu?
Yes, he was supposed to be Ryu.
But however,
Hollywood fashion, they're like, we can't get this Chinaman.
And you want to know? Hold on, no, dude was actually legit Japanese. Kenya Sawada, he was originally brought in to be Ryu, primarily because he had a promotional contract with Capcom, and that was going to be like the instant shoe-in for him to be Ryu. And who they got? Oh, what was it? What's his name? Freaking Byron Man, who plays Ryu in the movie. You could have had him be Fei Long, because dude's actually a Hong Kong actor.
Yeah. Hey.
What the fuck?
You had it right there. It was right
there. Underused in movies.
It was right there in front of you, and you blew it.
You blew it. You had it all, and you blew it.
We have a clip for that, but
we really do.
But I know how our Asian Americans feel to hear that somebody who's authentic to the culture being replaced by somebody, Hollywood say, they make me feel safer. Again. So
you beat me to it, you asshole.
You think that I'm not going to show hair plugs before you? I will.
Sir,
I will.
Sir, I would press the button for RP stuff. I swear, like Prime, I swear to you, anytime I even mention or show anything, and I repeat anything RP related to these two, like above us here, both of their reactions.
Brother, I mean, it's the truth.
Not me. I'm like, give it to me until like 3 seconds in. Like, God, this is a small penis. Stop talking. Stop talking. So like all these guys are mad at their moms for some reason. Like, stop. Like,
mom told them no for McDonald's, and they just took it personally. That's what all that shit is.
Speaking of taking personally, time to timestamp this. Timestamp this whole episode because we like to give a shout out for the deepest recesses of Three Black Geeks' heart.
I like to send a special shout out to my homeboy OJ Simpson. Keep up the good work, baby. 2 less, we got the.
R.I.P. OJ. I wish he was in this movie.
Orenthal.
I wish he was.
I'm sorry.
I wish Orenthal was DJ in this movie.
Orenthal does not need to be DJ. If anything, Orenthal should have been
Balrog. Well, we did have an OJ that was DJ. That was Bo Billingsley, who would later play OJ in the Vince Staples show. So,
shout out to him. He's an all-star. He's an all-star. But no, Miguel Nunez plays DJ, and hey, you know what, man? Shout out to Miguel Nunez. Shout
Miguel Nunez. He is actually the MVP in this movie. Just for this line of hell no, General. Like just for that right there.
He's like, congratulations, General. On the contrary, I'm on.
Okay.
Never like this. Okay.
Jamaica, here I come.
That's my thing, though. So a lot of people say this movie is funny unintentionally. I disagree. I'm pretty sure every laugh is intentional. Like this.
Oh, every one of them.
Oh no! You know the one that was unintentional? Quick change the channel.
And everyone having the time to turn and look at Zangief. I'm sorry, you have a van filled with explosives coming in, and y'all want to do the comedic effect of slow turning to look at Zangief because he said something stupid.
I like the deep lore that's in this movie that I didn't know. And since Capcom approved everything, this is approved. DJ used to work for Microsoft. I did not know that. I should have never left Microsoft. I heard that joke. I was like, wait a minute. I lost it. Yeah, like, hold up. We got some lore.
They really just said we're going to throw some deep lore into this. DJ was IT support.
Sir, find out this nigga was Ludacris off a motherfucking fancy.
Sir, everything in this movie like had stupid lore. Like here, okay, case in point. So remember I told you this Byron Man plays Ryu, right? Apparently the full name is Ryuichi Ryu Hoshi.
Fuck you, that's not real. You trying to be funny, Harris.
I'm not even trying to be funny.
Stop that.
Look, I know I might have had a little to drink and all, but no, I'm not being funny.
Oh, you drank before this? Wow, shocker.
Hey man, shout out
Chris, have you seen this movie?
I know, right?
I enjoy every minute of it. I mean, but also I did like how they just throw it in. Number one, so
hold up. The part for me was Hoshi. I'm sorry, I had to get that out. I had to let that out.
Because again, the movie forgets about these characters and what they are. I like how Balrog and fucking E Honda was like, yeah, he disgraced my boxing career. That's why I'm a cameraman.
Shadaloo Tom ruined
Shadaloo. They ruined my reputation in the sumo field. That's why I'm a Hawaiian sumo and not a Japanese sumo.
Same thing to my boxing career. So that's why I operate a camera with my gloves.
I like when he said that. Like that's why he like, yeah, because I'm from Hawaii. I just see John Clark. See, that's how you do it. That's how you make sure that you cover your bases when it comes to like the accents and all the rest of that. Everybody believes I'm American already, so it's, that's different. That's different. Some people got to go differently.
Shout out to Peter Tulisopa, Samoan.
Shout out to the dude playing Barlog. Who is he?
Oh, that was the FBI agent in Die Hard.
That was Grand L. Bush.
Yes, it was.
As Gerard Balrog.
Now, not need to know his first name ever.
What?
Gerard Balrog.
Okay, D, here's a challenge for you. I need you. Okay, here's a challenge. I need you to do a video of this entire cast from the movie, but you have to use the Yakuza intro cards underneath it. Gerard Balrog.
Gerard Balrog.
Gerard Balrog.
Hand on a stack of Bibles, sir. That was his name in this movie.
My man was born in the hospital. My baby's gonna be Gerard Balrog.
How y'all get that last name? It was a funny ass story. See, my dad actually was in the room with J.J.R. Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings.
I mean, if we were going off of a technicality, his name could have been Gerard Boxer.
Oh God.
And General Bison.
General Dictator?
Yes, General Dictator. And Entertainment Claw. Matador Claw.
God.
I mean,
movie is so stupid. Gerard.
You know what? That just reminds me from the Street Fighter animated series where fucking Balrog had the boxing gloves. Hey, Bison, I got this videotape over here.
No, the best one.
Shout out to that Widow's Peak.
The best one was him with the boxing gloves, typing on the keyboard.
I like how they get out of prison. He's like, I found some boxing gloves. Let's go. I'm like, E Honda has a rubber band and puts his head in the little sumo thing. It was like, all right, let's fight. I'm like,
okay. You know the part.
You know what? To be fair though, CJ, man, keep in mind now, this came out in the time of Hollywood when they were ashamed of shit. So the fact that the characters sort of kind of look like the video game, that's a plus, man. They try.
That's bare minimum.
Gentlemen. We had this was like next level Hollywood movie stupidity. We would not see this again for at least a good I want to say a good 10 years, where a little movie called The King of Fighters comes out and your boy Terry punches a homeless guy, snatches his hat and puts it on, and bam, he's Terry Bogard.
In this movie they had the fighting urge not to have Ryu rip something off and go, ugh. They were fighting that urge. They were.
If he was the main character, you damn well know it would have been.
Oh yeah, that would have happened.
How about the fact that both Ryu and Kid were wearing the Shadaloo training doggies.
They ripped it off,
and they just ripped off the patches, and they're in their uniform.
Here's the funny thing. Okay, so Damien Chapa.
The fuck?
10 years of training in Japan, non-existent.
So Damien Chapa, Hispanic. He's like a Hispanic Italian in real life. He was in this movie. You should watch it. Blood In, Blood Out. It's pretty much Hispanic all-star movie easily.
Yeah.
They had this dude playing T-Hawk, and at the end of the movie, he puts on a feather and was like, "Yeah, I'm part Native American." I'm like, "Whoa!"
No, he said
Cherokee. Part Cherokee.
CJ. First of all,
Lou Diamond Fields is busy. Is that what?
No, CJ, stop it. You will not tell Greg Rainwater, who plays Sergeant Thunderhawk.
I want you to say that last thing again. He plays who?
Sergeant Thunderhawk.
Now, here's the thing. That's stupid. Here's the second thing. You know, there's a chance there is a Native American with that last name. And to you, God damn it, that's awesome.
Yeah, my bad. Greg Rainwater, because I forgot Damien Chapa plays Ken. Got both actors mixed up. But either which way, I'm like, so
Native Americans got some badass last names. Like, unfortunately, that guy that passed away, he's a part of the O Plenty family. Like, I'm sorry, brings O Plenty. I'm like, that's their motherfucking names.
So I'm getting mixed up. So Greg Rainwater,
Running Bear.
So Greg Rainwater is Native American. Okay, never mind. Back up.
See.
Probably the most accurate thing they got in this movie.
And Prime said it back in the day. There was a low bar. The bar was ankle. Ankle level. It's ankle level.
It's already enough.
The bar was kiddie pool level.
I swear, it was as big as the bar was as big as ant titties, bro. Like dog. Check this out.
It's already enough. You try to convince us that Val Kilmer was Native American, so it's
I just love the fact that he said Cherokee, and I immediately now hold on. This shows you how nerdy D was, or autistic, whatever you want to say. But when I was a kid, and I heard that Cherokee, and I was like, yeah, like every black person, I was told I was part Cherokee. But anyway, I was like, yeah. But then I immediately thought, hey D, where's T-Hawk from? The Southwest. Nigga, there ain't no fucking Cherokees. I'm like, this movie just did some what is that called? And then it hit D until I was 13. Racism. That's what that was.
Racism.
This racism is killing me inside.
I didn't recognize it until I was an older lad.
Man, I said till he was an older lad. Like, look,
oh my
I get
God.
it.
Van Damage plays Colonel William F. Guile.
See now,
Brussels.
See, that explains the accent.
Ming Na Wen and Chun-Li Zhang.
Did you know that Capcom wanted Van Damme, like he was one of their first choices to be Guile?
Of course.
And when they brought up, well, what about the accent? They went, what accent?
What accent?
Capcom was like, we gotta get this money. That's all they cared about.
Have you seen the splits? They've seen it. They viewed it. One of them touched it, but it's Hollywood. Everybody touches.
I'm kind of, what I'm mad at? They never worked that into Guile in any future Street Fighter game as a reference.
Not one. Not one. Not a nail.
Shout out to Van Damme for not getting Me Too, by the way.
Should have.
I swear, I thought Van Damme
were wonderful.
Not for lack of trying. I swear,
look, D, it was 1994, and we're up against the same shit.
It was Jean-Claude back in 94. This was LeBron in 2016, nigga. He's gonna go for it. He's unstoppable.
I mean,
no, man. I like to hear the fact though. Like, for me, it's weird because I didn't know that until this morning. That Jean-Claude was on cocaine for this movie. And yeah, duh. Look at the performances, duh. But I like what blows my mind is that he was such a fucking diva, and it all came back to be like Jean-Claude was always like this shit. Like the second Jean-Claude, the second Frank Dukes made that fake ass story, he knew he was a star since then. So it's kind of funny just to hear
Frank
that
Duke's ass wasn't even involved in this damn movie.
No, God forbid. The movie would have been better. The movie would have been better. This copy of Bloodsport.
No,
ironically, that was the right move.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Because Frank Dukes would have never been. He would have never been nowhere near the set. Because remember, this was not supposed to be a martial arts movie.
Oh yeah. Or again,
fair.
Capcom was cool with that.
Yeah, Capcom was cool with it not being a martial arts movie. They said, here's the money, here's your target date, get to work.
That explains Legend of Chun-Li.
And by the way,
like they
keep
kept
them
that
costumes
up
on.
pretty well.
By the way, keep those costumes on. Be in the warehouse. We're filming the game in 5 minutes. Let's go.
By the way, have you played this game called Super Street Fighter 2? The following characters.
The new challengers.
The new challengers. These characters have just been introduced. So, yeah, we're going to need you to put them in this movie as well. I already have my 7. I don't need to put any more. Yeah. So, do you need more money? Do you need more money?
All right, everybody. Like we rehearsed, and I swear to God, if it don't look like the picture that we had in our mind, we're going to do this all over again. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Hey, shout out to my nigga Sawada. Shout out to my boy Sawada. He know he don't belong in here, but
he doesn't.
You know what? Fuck you. I am here.
I'm gonna say one thing. This is probably the most accurate thing from Street Fighter in general. Everybody is in fact doing their pose from the game.
Wouldn't T-Hawk ever do that though?
Oh, he does. Except he does.
I'm just so used to him being like 7'9" and shit.
No. You're used to T-Hawk doing the other one where he sits fully Indian style and actually says how or
sir. We call that First Nation. We call that First Nation.
First Nation.
One knee, and nigga.
Ain't even one knee. He goes full sit down and does that shit. No, this pose is actually the one where no. This pose is from Super Street Fighter 2. Let's just call it. Considering that his stage is Mexico. My man hitting his Mexico GQ pose where he takes that one knee, leans over. That's
Hey, I gotta give it up to my boy Barlog. He getting what he can get with that, man.
I mean, he clearly wasn't ripping that shirt off.
Yeah, he also looked like he could have also been like a Jax replacement.
You mean Saber should have been Balrog instead of this guy?
Oh, right. The dude that plays Zangief, he had fun. You can tell, man.
He is another character actor that's been in a lot of movies.
Hey, Kylie, you're working with something.
You're trying.
But
that's 94 fat though, my nigga.
No, it ain't.
They had to do one Cammy move and that was it. I was kind of disappointed in that.
What? And Chris, the one where she yelled out "fresh shit, kid."
Yeah, that.
It wasn't even that because that wasn't even. That was not a move, sir. That was not a move. The only move she did. The only move that she did. No, the only move that she did in this whole movie was leap on top of somebody and do a half-ass Frankensteiner. That was it.
Aaron, let me tell you something. I saw that and I was like, "That's the best one.
This the best. That's the best we got." Hold on.
We get another shot. That's gonna look like that.
Now, D, put the picture back up again.
Oh my god!
Now going back to that shot of Kylie, it ain't the same without the unitard. This is like looking at her with the. This is like looking at Cammy from Fortnite.
It's a Cammy from Fortnite.
It is where they completely covered her up.
Got yeeks though.
At least have. I thought she had the tum-tum out in Fortnite.
No, she doesn't. She does not.
I like that Ming Na actually said, "I'm gonna give a fuck and jump."
Well, first off, Ming Na gives a fuck in every movie that she's in, so
Hey, yo, I love Ming Na. Easy about that, Chris. Easy about that because I know somebody got 2 or 3, like probably got 2 movies. Like this bitch fell asleep.
So let's not.
She did. Hey, look, she did Joy Luck Club. She could do it.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean shit. You know that.
Joy Luck Club. Crazy Rich Asians before Crazy Rich Asians.
Hey, dog. Mila Kunis was in Black Swan. Yeah, suck on that for a little bit. That bitch did. What was it called?
Mila Kunis will forever be. Chris, Mila Kunis will forever be Meg. Okay.
I know. Like even yo, I've ever seen Black Swan. She had that makeout session. Here's me. Shut up, Meg.
Like we don't care about that.
Oh God, man.
So y'all want to hear some crazy, like some other goofiness about this movie? So check this out. So the Motion Pictures Association gave the first submitted cut of the film an R classification.
I want to hear.
Was there B-roll of Jean-Claude doing coke?
Hang on.
What happened?
The MPAA was about the first cut of this movie. The MPAA saw it and was about to give it a rating of R, which was highly unacceptable to Capcom. They stated from the start that it should have been a PG-13 film. Of course, they went back and did a whole bunch of cuts to the movie and damn near cut it down to a G rating, according to the Souza. Now,
what happened wasn't there a shooting something around the same time? So some people were like really sensitive
because America
violence, you know.
Was this during? This one during what's of it? Was it?
The movie was supposed to come out December of '94.
So it wasn't something. Didn't something happen that summer, or am I mixing up something?
Oklahoma City was the following year, wasn't it?
Yeah, Oklahoma City
that was 95, right?
Yeah, that was the following year.
Yeah, that's like the only one I can think of. Wait a minute, when was Twin Towers? That's 92. That don't matter.
But 9/11 ain't there yet, D.
But
I'm talking about the other one, the first time.
It wasn't that.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, Chris, that would technically would not be 9/11. Instead, that would be 293.
Yeah, that would be we missed.
No, 293 because of the basement bombing, the parking garage bombing.
No, that's what I mean. If we would have got away with it too, it would have for you and that damn Giuliani.
Yeah, more like back to the drawing board. Return these Acme products. Anyway,
I'm thinking we should go on motherfucking airplanes this time, nigga.
Shut up, man.
Me and Muhammad. No, nigga. Me and Kareem was talking about it, my dude.
No, I'm not doing this with you.
Well.
No. According to this,
what will Allah say, nigga?
Shut up. That's what he would say. According to the Sosa, he went back, made more cuts, and finally got it bumped up to PG-13.
As you do.
So,
with an addition of an expletive in post-production. So you mean to tell me somebody ADR'd a curse word in the movie?
I thought it was going to be one of those situations where.
Hold on, I think I know what part it was. It was Van Damme ADRing anytime, dickhead.
Yeah,
because you couldn't say that in any sort of movie.
This did have childish, you son of a bitch, bison.
Well, the accent is so thick you can get away with that. Because what did you say?
No, you lost your balls.
Apparently, the UN, the most competent people, like, yeah, we're going to give Bison
not the
money.
UN, sir. They were the AN.
The AN was like, let's give Bison the money. We're trying to get the hospital.
I just loved it. I just loved it when the bad guy from Ace Ventura 2 showed up. As you know, we cannot walk into
Simon
shadow.
Cowell. That was Simon Cowell.
Do you know that nigga still acting, man?
Yes, he is.
He's still going strong, man. He's still going strong. But when I said it, I was like, hey, you. Guano on your shoe.
Yay.
Anyway.
So much silliness. Did you guys Chris's favorite Wes Studi playing Victor Sagat?
The most smallest Sagat in existence.
Drippiness Sagat
again. Oh, okay. I want y'all to take a look at this. Take a look at this shot here. And like you said, the man was dripped out like through this entire movie. I am so mad that across, I want to say from Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5, we have not gotten Sagat in a business suit.
Well, to be fair,
not one DLC of Sagat in a suit. You know how many people would actually play that?
To be fair, have you seen the shoulders on that nigga?
I mean, look,
no. That's no excuse because you can hold on. That's no excuse because they put that same kind of suit on freaking Urian. So stop it.
Yeah, I know. You see what Urian does?
Yeah,
it's custom. It rips away.
It rips away. The breakaway suit.
Thing. No, but it's more than just that. But like this nigga look cool as fuck.
Bro.
I stab the shit out this nigga.
Nah,
come here real quick,
I
my
nigga.
I don't like how this nigga walking around the yard.
I like how Vega is just there and barely gets a speaking role other than just to be shirtless for like a couple of scenes and that's it.
No.
Oh,
no, wait. So, no, let's stop, sir. Sir, first of all, he doesn't just stand around, shirtless. He actually does the Vega flip minus the
Well, they gave him a stage to be
That's
fair.
what I'm saying. Right. And they put him in the freaking cage. I'm like, okay.
Do you want to know the truth?
We're actually getting video game accuracy here.
I gave the movie points as a kid. Because of that, I am not going.
You have to because it's like, well, they got to stand here to play. All right, cool.
You throw the cage in there, like every time Vega shows up. Every time Vega shows up in any Street Fighter medium, he is always in a cage.
Well, except for Legend of Chun-Li. So.
We ain't gonna talk about. We ain't gonna talk about that. We don't talk about.
Somebody said, "Get that dude from the Black Eye."
You gotta be real. Was he in a cage in the animated movie?
Yeah.
I don't think
No. Well, hold on. He did show up in the arena in the Alpha movie and stabbed the shit out of him. Damn.
DJ Sue, we do not talk about that movie. DJ Sue, we do not talk about that movie. I totally forgot about that. Also, that being said, there was also a scene where Zangief did the final atomic buster on a fucking 9-year-old. The hell was with Street Fighter Alpha?
So good. That was so satisfying.
And then he got up and did Akuma powers. It was so stupid.
Life
animated that piece of shit. By the way, that shit looks so terrible, man.
The person who animated the Alpha movie got. Oh, that's right. We talked about this anime, gentlemen. The person who animated, like the team that animated the Alpha movie, animated Golden Boy.
Oh yeah. When it was like only 2 animators left from the original Golden Boy.
It's like, what are you doing there, buddy? Today, you're animating Street Fighter the movie.
All right, man. So I got hour number 1, and you got the rest. I can do it. Don't worry. I got ramen in here, bro. We got ramen in here. I got half a soap. I'm good. I
want to ask y'all, gentlemen, how do you take Ryu and Ken and just turn them into arms dealers?
Well, no, they're hustlers.
Or hustlers.
Hustlers.
They're hustlers.
Street hustlers.
With a heart of gold. Hearts of gold. Golden hearts. Okay.
Hearts and minds.
And also, how do you fuck up the rivalry between the two? Ryu's rival is Claw, and Ken's rival is Sagat.
You know what?
Well, Ken wanted to be like Sagat. He wanted to be like Sagat.
Oh, don't stop it, Chris. I'm taking 2 points away from you with that bullshit of hey Sagat, you can have this statue. You want to know why? Because I would have been like you. You did not. Chill. You did not try to really work in message into this movie. No. This movie is too damn silly for message.
Can't do that. You can't do that. You can't.
This ain't the movie.
This is not the movie for that shit. It's like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's just, bro. Here's.
Guile wanted to finish.
Guile, here's the thing. I like how they try to throw an emotional moment. Because number one, this is how you know the movie, like you said at the start, it wanted to be a spy movie. Apparently, they have a super secret boat that can camouflage itself, which that came out of fucking nowhere.
No, that was a product. No, sorry, not product placement. That was an advertisement for their toy.
Did they even make the toy boat?
Yes, they did.
Yes. I don't remember the toy boat.
Hold on, Chris. Remember we was watching that YouTube video of the Street Fighter toys.
I'm trying to remember.
Bro, they gave the Street Fighter characters actual G.I. Joe guns. They had tanks. They They had tanks, they had ATVs, they had all of this shit.
Man, oh man.
90s, peak 90s.
We were a proper nation.
We used to be a country.
Used to be a country.
Proper country.
We lose the recipes.
I told D this. So my aunt, my mom's cousin, she went to see Street Fighter around this time, right? And we were going to North Carolina. It's hilarious. So obviously she's a grown adult, so she was like, "Yeah, I saw a Street Fighter movie. It was a stupid movie and stuff." And me, my goofy ass, I was like, I think she was like rolling her eyes at that. I guess you didn't see that, did you? I was like, "How did you not like that? That was funny. That was a funny joke." Like, Gal alive? Of course. His ruse was a way to deceive you. I guess you didn't see that, did you?
Like, Guile.
Ad-libbed, by the way.
Yes, totally ad-libbed. Guile. Alive.
Of course.
Sagat. Acting. Hey, Sagat, why do you give a shit?
God wasn't even tripping on you except throwing your ass in jail. So, what are we doing here? You about to be part of the Visual Industrial Complex in Thailand. So, what are we doing here?
And the both of y'all escaped on the back of a pickup truck.
Y'all literally went down the street to all right, man, cool, got you.
They joined the Southeast Asia leg of the Shadow Luton. The Shadow Luton.
Who knew? Who knew that the spider webs are that long and to do that deep?
It's like a nigga that it was in The Wire with fucking that was the big dude that got his store taken and he was trying to disappear from Marlowe. And Proposition Joe was like, "Why is it that every time somebody thinks about leaving town, they just go to the west side instead of just leaving Baltimore? What the fuck is up with this?" That's exactly what Sagat did. He went to the Thailand branch of the Shadow Law. And I'm like, so you didn't just leave the country?
These niggas know me, man. Nowhere. They know me over here.
Right. You know how bad it was when Ryu and Kim were walking around being the most unconvincing get-wits ever because they were like, "Hail Bison."
Hail Bison.
What's your name?
Like, I think it was Ryu was like, "Shadow Law forever."
Cobra La. Oh, my bad. Wrong.
That's what it looked like. It looked like that Cobra La. Cobra.
Zig Zeon.
Hey, this man watches Gundam too. Yeah.
Hey, Howard Hitler.
Whoa there, Bob. Whoa there, Bob.
Slow down there, Skippy.
Bison actually believes in the Holocaust. We don't go here. All right, you got to get out of here. All right, did you not?
Man, I gotta be real with you. When you say it like that, I believe Bison was like the Holocaust. They didn't go far enough. Like he would have said that.
Hey,
Bison would have said that.
CJ, sir, first of all, understand Bison would have simply said, "On the contrary, I mourn the Holocaust."
There were over 1 million Jews killed. And that's single and that death in the internment camps. Why couldn't Hitler do it quicker? That's what he would have did. He would have said some evil crap like that.
Apparently, this is deviant
what
over
took him so long?
It seems like the resources to keep some of these people alive may have took it away from the front when they needed it. Boy, oh my God. Raul Julia reading our script. I can't do this.
I can't do this.
It's 94. You can kind of still skate on the Jews, and I'm not doing it. I'm dude.
So I do want to ask you guys, when you saw Bison in his own lair, dude, the room, the decor.
The decor.
Dude, check out the painting right behind him.
No. I like the skull with the fire in the mouth.
Oh yeah, the fireplace with the shadow.
That is 90s villain. Yeah, that's the 90s villain type ish right there. Bro.
I wish you had the pictures of it. I loved his collection of dictator hats.
Oh, My man had the green. He had like 5 colorways in his hat, Sean. I'm not even fucking clear.
This man had different colorways.
DLC hats.
Different colorway. No,
gray one was hot.
No,
the gray one was hot. That gray
no,
black
like
one was hot.
no, CJ, it wasn't DLC. They were X, triangle, circle, the different color.
It's like the purple
special
edition hat.
Hey, Chris. Hey. And y'all that had Alpha 3, you hold X and see them change different color.
Like, well, that happened.
Good Lord.
Oh, man. I'm laughing at the fact that the bars from Bison was great because number one, all right, for I beheld Satan as he fell from the heavens like lightning.
You still refuse to accept my godhood. Keep your own god. Fact. This might be a good time to pray to him. For I beheld Satan and he fell from heaven like lightning.
That was.
I love that Raul Julia didn't have to.
And
He didn't have to.
And we are content ID'd.
Not really.
Oh, yes, we are.
We'll see. And look, Harris.
Walk around and find out.
Hey, Chris, Harris. Fingers crossed, nigga. Come on, man. Be on the side. No,
actually, raw ass upload.
Look, Harris.
No manipulation whatsoever.
At most, it would just be like, hey, you're not gonna make much money off of it. It's limited.
Don't worry.
I would like to get my full penny, sir. Why do you keep denying me the truth?
True.
Harris in 2 hours.
Again.
Yes.
Sorry, not some dickhead from Russia.
That being said, that being said, no, but I like that he didn't have to come in here and act like you knew it was going to be. You knew it was going to be hot because I feel like nobody wrote that. Raul Julia just said that, like he was in the moment, like he knew that. He knew that was going like when he said, "Keep your God." In fact, when he said that, I was
that would be a good time to pray to him.
Sue's looking through the hole like, I don't remember writing that in there.
Just go with it.
Nah, for me, mine was something wrong, Colonel. You come here prepared to fight a madman, and instead you found a god?
Keep your God.
Oh, God. The whole Pax by Sonica speech was good too.
Hey, look, Zangief crying like that was beautiful.
No, I got you on that speech. I just wanted to mention, by the way, when he said "fell from heaven like lightning," he proceeded to do the most non-selling Psycho Crusher ever.
I kind of liked it though.
That's what we call
the Superman flying punch,
the speeding punch.
I would have been I would have believed it a whole lot more if he just did the freaking slide.
Slides McGee.
Yes, just do the freaking slide.
Look, Raul Julia in his cancer fragile state was not doing that.
But stringing him up and making him swing from left to right. Yeah, that's
close enough. Close enough. I was about to say. We also got the glowing boots. I don't think we're giving that more credit. The boots glowed up.
Did you love the OG?
That happens when you get
the OG Super Turbo controllers that he used to let loose the bombs underneath the water.
Listen, what was the point?
I had no problem with him rocking the Dictator 12s. Okay, I'm cool.
Hey, I want those Dictator 12s.
You can actually get shoes like that. But gentlemen, I do believe the speech went a little.
You might have to say no Diddy after saying that, Chris. like I just like
not necessarily. I'm gonna have to pull the Cap Joe Biden. No, I will not.
It's not Captain Joe Biden, sir. That is Captain Eastwood, sir.
No, that is Cap Joe Biden, sir. He is renamed. All right.
Fine. You keep that one. Listen, I was hoping to face Guile personally on the battlefield. One gentleman warrior to another in respectful combat. Then I would snap his spine. The road not taken. But why? Why do they still call me a warlord? And mad? All I want to do is create the perfect genetic soldier. Not for power, not for evil, but for good. Carlos Blanca will be the first of many. They shall march out of my laboratory and sweep away every adversary, every creed, every nation, until the very planet is in the loving grip of the Pax Bisonica. And then peace will reign in the world, and all humanity shall bow to me in humble gratitude.
The Pax Bisonica.
I'm being real, Eric. That was actually beautiful.
It really was.
It really was. Hey yo, Bison that day.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
It really is. Like, what murder? You didn't murder anybody.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Because like you said, he did not have to, but he came to fucking work.
The man came to work.
Putin wishes that he had that much charisma. All right,
he thinks that's the problem. He thinks he has that much charisma. That's his issue. But it's the same. Like he brought his all. Like he does the thing where like no matter what the movie was, no matter what the role is, you treat it with sincerity. He was having fun, not making fun.
You do that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Prime, the line, another line in particular, anyone who opposes me will be destroyed. Let me tell you something, Prime. Shar Ans Noble would never.
Yeah. I mean,
technically, he wouldn't have to say anything. He would just drop a colony and call it a day.
I mean,
Shar. Press the button, and well, there goes the colony.
Well, that happened.
Fuck Sydney.
He does a full elbow drop.
Hey.
Man, nobody gives a fuck about Australia. They be glad I hit Australia. I could have got India, nigga.
Oh Lord!
Shout out to Ireland still having a colony just sitting there and didn't get destroyed.
But the potatoes, Chris. The potatoes.
Listen, sir. Listen, gentlemen.
Poor potato farm.
Listen, gentlemen. Guile. This line. I really want to believe any of our friends that went into the military after high school had to say this line. 4 years of ROTC for this shit.
I know, right? Like, this is all I get for this is this. Like, all right, cool,
bro,
got you.
And again, Van Damme either already having enough coke, crashes his tank. You are all under arrest.
I felt like he killed like 3 people.
He really did. Like there was a lot of people that was underneath that that van.
You know when I knew it. Like look, now yes, the movie kind of slipped in these little lines where you knew it was trying to be funny. But outside
case in point, Bison, you are off the air. That was ADR.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That was the most sober line that they got out of him that fucking day.
And yes, Darius, Bison's plan was to start New World Order.
Yeah, wow. I don't know who his Nash was, but I don't know who was Scott Hall of that.
Scott.
I mean, if you look at all
regular
those,
arms dealer,
got some very
Diet Destro.
Down syndrome Blancas, I guess. I don't know.
You need to stop. They saw Dr. King and understood what freedom was.
First off,
by the way,
black couple marrying and Dr. King, that cures some Blanca's savageness right there.
You want to know that's something funny. It's something funny.
So you mean to tell me?
Chris,
so hold on,
hey
Chris.
It leveled.
51 to 49.
Yes, leveled
so Chris,
off.
You trying to tell me that we don't need to be seeing black couples? We need to see black couples in movies.
Black couples equals positivity.
That will make positivity. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. They go.
This
white
is a
people
pro-black movie.
White people are
Dr.
being
Umar
racist
would
just
be.
for saying this.
I beg your pardon.
Dr. Umar would be very proud of this movie. Pro-black.
See, you see, Blanca was a white man was a savage, and he saw black love. Yeah. Thank me for the donation. No, somebody get him off because he's saying the word.
I would really like to believe that there was a deleted scene, and because they couldn't get the clearance of Dawson playing like all of the happy shit to balance out the negative energy, like imagery. I believe
the Partridge Family was on that shit.
No. Because it's the 90s and it's the 90s and dude was still in his popularity bag. He played Man in the Mirror.
What do you mean, save the world?
No, not heal the world. Man in the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror.
It's Man in the Mirror.
Errors. Play reruns of Highway to Heaven.
Michael Landon.
Yes.
Hey, Michael Landon. That was
look, Chris Benny Hinn touching 3 people and the whole crowd falling out.
Highway to Heaven it's one of those you had to be there during that time period.
It was a thing.
Of shows.
That's all I know. It was a
because the closest you get, closest to anybody afterwards had it was like Touched by an Angel, basically.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, yeah.
And I think Promised Land
maybe early edition.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh God, man! Like when they can still say Jesus on when you can say Jesus on air because it was different back then. You can do that.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Was this a message? Was this a message? The good doctor said, and I quote, "If good men do nothing, that is evil enough." Dr. Dawson.
Ayers. I won't say the person's name, but he is powerful and black. He heard that when he was a kid, and that's what made him be the person that he is.
Obama saw this movie and was like, change, hope. Yes.
Powerful, black, and a nerd. So, yes, he heard that and he's like, oh, shit.
We got something here, guys.
Dawson told me to be the person I am today. Dr. Dawson.
So no, he saw that and said, who's trying to see me in the first of 5?
What we found out is this.
Was only good in art and fighting. He wasn't good in no other game.
What we found out is after he took Michelle to that movie, Michelle was this close to fucking leaving his ass afterwards. This
nigga play video games. He gay. See, back then, he was kind of fruity.
Why are you trying to play a game with a man with his shirt off? You fruity boy?
What you need to do is be a president.
And if you played Chun-Li or Cammy, like, what, you girly something?
Why you always playing with the white man?
It was always the door filled, it was always the room filled with freaking alligators, no matter which way you went.
You couldn't win either. You
couldn't win.
It's a no-win scenario here. Kobayashi Maru right there.
Like I said, I feel like Obama was on the
picking Blanca. Did you a monster fucker? What's going on?
Look, pick Shang-Li. Oh, so that's what you like.
Mm-hmm.
Be like commercial. Yes, it is. Don't pick Cammy and you win, nigga. Getting all yeek, all that
16-bit yeekage.
16-bit. I like my man said. I like how Cammy didn't grow an ass until about Street Fighter 5. Then all of a sudden, the Street Fighter.
Well, the polygons got bigger.
I would say 4
by technicality.
I would say 4. Yeah,
the polygons got bigger, so they got more power for the PS3.
Go home, Chris.
The PS3. The power.
Arcade, sir. Arcade. It was released in the arcade.
Oh, what was it? The CP, whatever, motherboard or whatever and shit.
But you know what? Look, it was so funny. I heard my wife say this years ago.
Yeekage came from X-Men versus Street Fighter.
hey, I do have to say this because my wife said this years ago, and I'm thinking. I've been thinking about it every now and then when I come across this. How horny did you have to be to make sure when you put my Sharanui in the game, her 16-bit boobs rocked back and forth? How horny of a programmer did you have to be?
That is called genius.
Dedication. Knowing your audience.
No, that is called genius. That is called genius programming, sir.
They did it for the culture.
They did it for the full culture.
I call it marketing personally. That's what I
because they would turn around and they liked it so much. I believe video game companies loved it so much that they turned around and gave it to Asuka in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters.
Oh my god.
No,
Asuka.
I get it mixed up.
No, Karai was in the game, but you gotta remember Karai was like damn near the height of freaking Shiva from Mortal Kombat, dude.
Pretty much.
She was the last person you fought, I thought, was it?
She was one of the unlockable characters.
Yeah. Especially if you had the Super Nintendo one.
And she had the most broken super as well.
I'm playing
leap in the air and just hands.
I got the Cowabunga collection. I can't play that game. It is one of the most broken fighters I have ever played in my life.
Oh yeah, the game is broken.
Oh my god,
broken,
that game is so
it's
bad.
Fun broken. It's not even meant to be taken
God.
seriously.
I get if I play with 2 players, baby. But the computer, I could put the computer on easy, and that thing will rock my shit like it's on hard.
Oh yes, like a hurricane. Man. Like a hurricane, sir.
Konami didn't know how to call
it. Rocket like a... Sorry, you just keep...
Yeah, let's see.
That was intentional.
That was intentional. Yeah. That was intentional. I think though,
not as intentional as Gal's thick ass accent in his speech. Like, I'm gonna take that son of a bitch Bison so hard.
I like the fake he got shot plot.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
That went
nowhere.
The movie dared to give us an Optimus Prime Transformers.
Whoa.
I think they had to do that because Jean-Claude, they didn't know if Jean-Claude was going to show up on set of certain days.
Chris, I say that because it's like, oh, damn, we're this early. Like, we're at this point in the movie. You actually kill them off? Holy shit.
Whoa. Until Chun-Li was like, until Balrog put his IT skills in this. I see some, I'm like, bro, when did what? Whoa. Time out.
Chris, those are some high functioning fucking Microsofts they got in there, sir.
That was the DeVry School of IT right there.
That was not DeVry,
sir.
That
it's 1993. The fact they got a computer that is functional outside of a wall socket is amazing right now, okay?
That is Windows NT, sir.
Pure NT.
Don't you mean me?
Me? No.
Millennium Edition.
Millennium Edition at least had the pinball game on that motherfucker.
That was a moment in time, wasn't it?
The pinball game everybody blew ass in.
It's like that happened. That was a thing.
Hey, I'll let you know. I got 2 free men in that game, so I don't think I'm ass in it.
Well, look.
I mean, it's.
Look, sir.
Somebody can't. Look. Shadow Lu. Hold on, I got a question. Was Shadow Lu a whole country?
It was an organization.
It was an organization, but yeah. I think in Udon's comic that he has his own whole island, isn't it?
Yeah.
He has his own island.
Basically, Bison took over an island in Southeast Asia.
Kind of like what's the name of that Marvel Madripoor? Kind of like that, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, so like
Shadow Lu is Madripoor, essentially.
I was gonna say sort of like Dr. Doom.
Or hold on,
no, Latveria is
wait. See, I was gonna say keeping it with the Commando. Valverde.
Where was Baron von Underbite Venture Brothers from? But it was like outside of Michigan or something like that.
Latveria. It's like put it this way: Madripoor. Think of any low-level C, D, maybe B, E-list villain. They're there. Latveria, unless Doom wants you there, you're not coming there. That's the difference.
I feel like that's one of those countries you got to be born into. Like, look. The American is saying this.
Shadow Lu is Madripoor, where it's like. So apparently we got fucking every bad guy in Street Fighter is in Madripoor, basically.
Is there at least an infrastructure system in that country?
I'm assuming it is.
I hope so. It sounds like there's no working toilets now. That's the way you made it. Like we got energy, but it's all on like generators and shit.
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, the animated movie Shadow Lu is inside of a giant Buddha head statue.
I actually kind of like that. It was dope as shit.
That splits open and has a hanger. An indoor hanger, son. That shit was dope.
We sit here, but you know what, Chris, Eric, you say that. We sit here, we talk about American companies that don't know the full fucking source material. And then you talk about that scene. The fucking blackbird flying out the motherfucking shit.
Hey, that was all. Listen, fam. That was all Japan.
That's what I'm saying. We think
in the same year, by the way.
We're thinking America's worse. We need to think like, all right, so they're gonna have boots. This is stupid. There's no boots in Street Fighter. What they in a giant fucking shit?
It worked.
I think so.
I like how Bison is actually one of the world's biggest drug dealers, and yet I don't know what drugs he push.
Yeah, it's just drugs.
I love how
drugs, cocaine, heroin. I don't know.
I love how you can just say drugs, and that just covers this baseline of money you're getting. Like, dude, you know how much money you have to take? It's so stupid when he says
because Shadaloo basically is the black market. They run everything: drugs, guns, slave labor.
Yeah.
I mean, as Chun-Li said it best, it was 20 years ago. You hadn't promoted yourself general yet. Like, you were just a petty drug lord. You and your gang of murderers gathered your small ounce of courage to raid across the border for food, weapons, and slave. Hold on, Chris. It's slave labor. My father was the village magistrate, a simple man with a simple code, justice. He gathered a few people so that he could stand against you. You and your bullies were driven back by farmers and pitchforks. My father saved his village at the cost of his own life. You had shot him as you ran away. A hero at 1,000 paces. Bison...
Making drinks, by the way, during this whole thing.
Yes. No, making drinks and switching hats and switching robes. By the way, hold on. By the way, the house robe. The house robe and house shoes, a Shadow Law drip. Again, Capcom missed opportunities here. Anyway, Bison. I'm sorry. I don't remember any of it. You don't remember? For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. The best line ever. I still need to get that shirt that said it was Tuesday.
I need that shirt too. I want a shirt that just clearly says it was Tuesday.
It was like the older I get, and the older I get, the more I understand about time and how long, how short, and how time works. And to hear him say, for you, I bet that was like, oh my God, the world changed.
For me?
Bitch, I woke up. I went to work. I came back home. I watched Leno and went to sleep.
He said, I watched Leno
and went to sleep.
Gotta keep it up. It's 94. Gotta keep it up. Think about it. Think about it. As much as we all do in our personal lives, we are all sitting at 40 years old. Think about the devastating times of your life. And think about your best friend going, oh, Dad, you okay?
I mean,
damn, dog, you didn't call me? All right, cool. You all right? Nigga, I had toast that morning. I don't know what to do.
Like, damn, homie. In high school,
you're like, dog, I can't even tell you what happened, man. I was like I love that line. Like I said, the older I get, the more I appreciate that. And I like it, and also the sincerity of Bison going, damn, where you from again?
You gotta appreciate the dedication and not give a shit.
What village was it again? Because I did a lot of villages, bitch. You gotta
come correct, man.
Like, oh my God, you hit the village leader. The village leader did all this shit. Damn, man, I was just walking in. Like, anyway.
It's like,
look, I no-scoped him.
Oh, damn, he was a special? He was a special?
I no-scoped.
You didn't drop any loot.
I didn't pick up the dog tag, so it's not a kill confirm.
Kill confirm.
He dropped loot until after like an hour later on the battlefield where Chun-Li showed up and picked it up and it said vengeance. So,
say vengeance.
I know. 20-year buff.
20-year buff.
20-year buff. I need to introduce more dialogue to you gentlemen. Ken, I'm sorry I talked you into this. Ryu, I'm sorry I listened to you.
See, this is
how we know. This is how we know that Ken and Ryu have this long, trusting relationship with each other because they're so buddy with each other. It feels like two different movies. It felt like two different action movies. Every time somebody talked to me,
they went to Andrew Tate's Hustlers University.
Nah. The joke for me was Barlow. Damn, man, you're bad. Yeah, I know how to take pain, man.
My man, that whole scene was hilarious when he was just digging through his tooth, getting whipped.
No. But the line that he had, it was like, he had to, you gotta act like the pain ain't there, shit like that, right? I was like, was that supposed to be deep?
My man said, I just take my mind to another place.
I was like, is that supposed to
give
be
me a
deep?
sandwich while you in the other place?
Is that going to show up later in the movie?
Say that,
That man said, "Can you give me a sandwich?
Can you give me a sandwich the next time your mind goes away?"
Or was it, can you give me a hand? Maybe I've only been here a couple of hours. Maybe wait a month.
That was a good line. That was a good line. I was like, a 1994 Handy J joke. I love it. That's how you do that, man. The kids won't know what the fuck this is until about 2009.
Crazy. Blow their minds right now.
What, the Handy J with the line?
They'll blow something.
Want it. Woo! Might make your head blow.
Guys, this movie had the following taglines.
Oh, God.
1994, mind you. The ultimate battle. Adventure is in the name of the game.
Wait, hold on. Show me a battle. Show me a fight.
I was just about to say.
What fight?
Well, one in particular was Honda and Zangief on the model of Bisonopolis shout out to Toho giving them the okay to use the Godzilla, the kaiju sound effects.
I like how Sawada and the girl looked at each other like, is this racist?
The fact that the both of them were speaking Japanese and they just
I liked how they put a emphasis on that they were speaking Japanese. I'm like Sawada, I don't think you. Here's me. Hey, Sawada, I don't think you're really in the movie after this point.
Gotta be real. When you see a cover like this, it gives off action packed, doesn't it?
Man,
it gives off action.
His hair was not that large,
bro. They tried to go gal on the cover, but it was like, no, that was Jean-Claude's regular hair.
That was the first thing my son go, "Where's his hair?" So his hair's under the hat. No, it's not. The hair's not going to show up. I'm sorry.
But hang on, let me get into the rest of these taglines. Adventure is in the name of the game. Get ready for the ultimate street fight. The ultimate battle is about to begin. This Christmas, shop early. The streets won't be safe. The fight to save the world is on.
I think we might have a case for false advertising with that fucking street fight line. Hold on.
What's with the name Street?
Hold on. I think we might legitimately have a case.
I mean, let's be real. That's how they got our asses in the movie theater at the time. To be fair, so
I gotta be real with you. I saw the jungles of fucking Australia. I did not see a street anywhere in this movie. And when I did, you know what we heard? Quick change the channel. We have not seen it. Thank you. This is what it was, Devin. Action play. No, white knuckle action.
White hot knuckle action.
Bare knuckle.
This Christmas, jingle all the way.
For the streets.
Streets are electrifying.
I want to know the critics who said, me, daddy, when they came out with this movie, we need a tagline for this.
Not just 1, 6.
On 8 different posters. 8, sir?
Different
8.
Look, this is a movie that I think it represents, much like we talk about Bloodsport, of how like Frank Dukes, you can never do that because to fake a story like that and Hollywood picks it up. Like Street Fighter exists in that time period where it's like, well, I say have we gotten better nowadays? It's inching. It's inching. It ain't really making huge leaps because the bar is in hell. So that's where we're at. But like to do
and as much as I hate to be that person, I know how it is. I think right now the audience are too certain audiences are too divisive. They're going to be some that want it to be exactly what it is. You want the other half, like, I don't mind what storyline they're giving me. Just make up something new. Kimberly's not a ninja now. She's something else.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like,
because think about it.
You're going to have that split from the audience. Like,
look how a lot of us were holding our breath when they announced the Mario Brothers movie. We were like, oh boy. And then
my only problem with it, look, it's good. But my only problem was
I'm talking about before the trailer even happened. We just assumed they were going to do live. We were like, and then it was like animated. I was like,
no, here's me. Animated by who? Illumination. Here's me.
It's gonna look like every Illumination movie. It's gonna look like, yeah, it did it. I knew it fucking did.
The jokes, Illumination used the same 8 jokes. Nobody has picked up on it yet. No, nobody has picked up on it yet.
But we roll with it because it's Illumination.
Come on, Groody. Come on, Minions. Banana. That shit.
Hey, gentlemen. It's the collection agency, Bison. Your ass is 6 months overdue, and it's mine.
Right?
Did you guys love
6 months overdue? Overdue. That's like he said overdue. Overdue.
I like how Gal was about to euthanize Blanca.
That's what I said. The best friend saying, I'm gonna help you. Bro,
here comes bald head down south. No,
son, he picked up that 45 and pointed it at it. Okay, y'all want to see a recreation? Here's a recreation of that shit.
Well, to be fair, when you look like this, I mean,
I said the same thing. Shoot it. I said shoot it.
Double.
Like what we over here arguing for? He could be dead. He could be dead.
Down syndrome Blanca. Just take him out.
You want to quit calling him Down syndrome Blanca?
Please stop.
All right.
Carlos Blanca did not deserve none of the slander that you're giving him right now. Okay,
I'm giving him the slander because I'm like,
hey.
Also, by the way,
head full of Dr. King, sir. How dare you? How dare you, sir?
They put those motherfuckers.
He has a handful of speeches and adultery. How dare you, sir?
He saw a black couple slicing a cake at a wedding. Do you know how much peace is in that man's heart right now?
I like how he just
see
went
no
from
Down syndrome. He goes like, kill. Well, maybe the black family is not a danger to American society at all. Maybe if we look deep inside of our hearts and see that true prejudice is inside of us.
The prison industrial complex was crazy.
Maybe once we realize the systems are systemic, we can move forward as a society.
Now, I cannot speak for those that want to still be a part of the system because the system is just there. We all have to live. We all have to eat. We all have to take care of our families. But what the white man does not have control is over your heart. Once the white man gets control of your heart, yeah, we need to shoot this thing now. Just shoot him in the head. I don't like all these ideas are a little bit too happy.
Frustratingly reacts.
I can't take this shit no more, man. Dawson, but to this day, Dawson showed up in the drawers, in the no shirt, in the probably blood on his head. It's not blood. What is like Chris? My other thing is this: everything blew up. It did blow off his clothes, and that was the only thing.
So my question is, was the diaper underneath the lab coat, or did you have a
I
party?
I think the lab coat is the diaper at this point.
Listen, I told y'all from the jump this man was playing the long game. That he was wearing a wig, he was wearing the clothes, his actual costume was under his uniform.
Pull away Joe. He's in those warm-up jumpers and shit.
The pull away just.
You really think we're gonna get? Hold on. You really think we're gonna get 1994 blue screen Dawson stretch arm and legs?
Then the movie ends with them sitting in the corner of the rubble, and he's like, "It'll be okay.
We are going to die together. I must also atone for my hand in this madness."
Okay, you want to hear the madness my son, my friend told me? I will never forget this. How you doing, Marcel? It's been years, man. I seen you a couple years ago, man. It was cool seeing you, and I told you about 3 Black Geeks. I don't think you're looking at me, but if you are, remember that fucking lie you told me that they yogurt out of the whole position?
I will never forgive you for that, Marcel.
Yoga teleport. They used yoga teleport.
That's what I will never forget. We were sitting and talking about that movie in motherfucking Allenwood, nigga. Talking about that movie, and you told me that.
Wait, stop, D. You are not going to sit here and tell me that Dawson used yoga teleport like instant transmission and got both him and Blanca out of that rubble. I refuse to believe that.
Oh my God, I will never forget that. We sat and argued over that because I thought that was so stupid, because I thought it was dumb that he showed up in the diaper. And we was like, yeah, because he was about to use the yoga flame to make sure. It was something stupid that a kid said. That's all I know that happened after that.
I forgot this was a thing. There was a one-shot comic book adaptation of the film Street Fighter: The Battle for Shadaloo, and DC Comics
remember
published
seeing
it.
the cover years ago, and that's all I can tell you.
Let me tell you something.
The cover in the Wizard comic, and in the Wizard junk, and that's all I remember.
Let me tell you something. That is right up there with the Street Fighter comics produced by Malibu.
Malibu Comics. You remember those kids?
Where E Honda fought the ferret and washed him.
So,
you're right, CJ. We used to be a country.
We used to look at ourselves and say, hey, all you artists who are doing speed, draw.
Robert Townsend somehow. Robert Townsend somehow in the same.
Get out of here, man. For real. I only own issue 3 of the comics. You actually got all of them. Okay. I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Robert Townsend somehow convinced Marvel Comics to team up Meteor Man with Spider-Man.
It's always
that's a flex that you could do in the 90s with comic companies to actually get those kind of things happening.
I like how shut the fuck up.
No, Dawson went to the Fatal Fury School of Uniform Change.
I like the fact that no, I'm thinking of him ripping his shit away again. Great.
Oh, you mean like how he would just grips one part, one part. You grab the shirt. You just grab the shirt and yank it off. By ripping the shirt off, you rip the entire costume away, like classic SNK shit. And of course, when you yeet it off, it disappears.
It fades away.
It just fades away upon yeeting.
It either fades out or flickers out. One of the two. Man, that's how high the graphics are.
90s fighting games, ladies and gentlemen.
I used to, and I remember everybody was trying to. I remember we was all trying to say who was who, and I remember one kid being incensed, just pissed that Fei Long was not in this movie.
But I remember. But hold on. This motherfucker, I think it was you, Marcel. You used to say stupid shit, nigga. Oh, I think he said this because I remember kids saying, "Oh, Sawada was supposed to be
Fei Long." No, Sawada was supposed to be Ryu, and Byron Man would have been the perfect Fei Long. Or okay, hold on. Let me slow down. Not perfect. Because he looks nothing like Bruce Lee, but he would have been the good enough Fei Long.
Good enough Fei Long, like,
dude, we're dealing with Filipino Ryu right now, okay, man.
Nah, Spider-Man is full of Japanese.
Oh man,
No, he's not.
I thought he was Japanese.
Don't do that.
Stop it.
I thought Spider-Man was Japanese.
Nigga, he is British Hong. He was born British Hong Kong.
Oh, he's China. Yeah, Chinese. My bad. I swear to you, I didn't even pay attention to it.
Sir, his parents are both Chinese.
Okay,
he is Chinese American. His mother's Chinese American, and his father's full-blooded Chinese. Don't you do that?
My bad.
So I got a question. How does it feel like, hey, Mom, I got a role in the movie? Oh, what you playing? I'm playing the Japanese dude. For real? Mom, I'm just gonna say yes. You know these one. Look, the one thing that all people of color has this conversation as actors. You know these white people don't understand this. So I just said yes, Mom. No. I'm just trying to get paid.
Just trying to get paid.
Every actor of color have went through that. You know, unless they were told, you know, that's cool or some shit. You know, I ain't going into that. You know, that's optics at that point.
But gentlemen, think about this. As much as Sawada was underused and underdubbed in this movie, he would go on to greatness by showing up in Thunderbolt a year later.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah, the Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah.
Oh, god dang. I'm sorry. You said Thunderbolt. Like
Scare me. I was like, what? Wait a minute. What?
Not the Thunderbolts. I'm talking about the Jackie Chan car movie, Thunderbolt.
I thought when you said Thunderbolt, it was going to be some B movie like starring Roddy Piper or something.
No,
you know what I mean?
Hold on. And he was also in another Jackie Chan movie,
Shinjuku. Wilson.
He was also in the other Jackie Chan movie, Shinjuku Incident.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice.
Decent for him. Remember, Ella, every time we mention that, though, I got to mention how somebody said that was a Scarface in China.
Oh, dude, they really try to advertise that shit like it was the Scarface in China, and I was like, what was that? Somebody that was a white person that did that shit.
Oh god, man. Well, is there anything else that we did not cover with this crazy ass movie?
Let's see. Other than the fact that Bison literally controls everything from his
fight stick.
His two-player fight stick.
I paused that day because I'm gonna see the little thing to insert the quarter in that junk. I know I am. That was the only thing that was missing on that bitch.
Now,
yeah.
No, I got couple more stupid lines. Chun-Li and Cammy, the one time they actually met and interacted with each other. Pigtails? Look who's talking.
See the girls and girls talk about hair. It passed the Bechdel test.
I was just gonna say, at least it passed the Bechdel test.
Jump the hurdle. We did this for womankind, y'all.
Another
progressive.
Wait, gentlemen. No weapon bison. What happened to the purity of unarmed combat? This is merely superconductor electromagnetism. Surely you've heard of it. It levitates bullet trains from Tokyo to Osaka. It levitates my desk where I ride the saddle of the world. And it levitates me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Cue to light up boots.
So Tevin, I don't know if we can blame white kids or a combination of us black kids, because I doubt it, because I ain't know one black kid that owned this. Did you know that the Street Fighter soundtrack went gold?
Yeah,
yes.
500 million sold.
Courtesy of one Deion Sanders was doing the soundtrack for this.
All right, look. Ice Cube.
Yeah, Ice Cube.
What was that? Is that Ice Cube? Nas.
Yep. The Far Side.
The Far Side. Yep.
LL Cool J. Craig Mack.
Oh shit! Craig Mack actually had hands in this.
He did.
MC Hammer and Deion Sanders. Let's get that right.
Yes.
Chuck D and the Wrecking Crew, the Wreck League, during that time. Remember that time where he was like, "Yeah, fuck y'all, I gotta do other shit that ain't Public Enemy," and then immediately started keep making Public Enemy sounding songs. Anyway, but yeah, apparently this went
it performed gold. Who knew?
Let me ask y'all this question. Take Nas's song 101 and throw that on the character select screen for Third Strike.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know how that sounds.
It's not beating Infinite. Sorry.
I'm not asking to beat it, but here's the thing. This movie soundtrack predated Third Strike.
I'm sure, but
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what gave him the idea to do, the music direction for Third Strike was, the movie was terrible, but that soundtrack was fire.
Nah. I think the first batch of weebs showed up in 97 over there, and they were the black guys that knew this much rap, but that was all the rap they needed to influence all the Japanese friends around them. So that's what.
Use Street Fighter from Ice Cube as a character select screen.
I mean,
I'm mad I went to Byron Mann's Wikipedia. It says best known for Ryu and Street Fighter. That's the first thing they show. I'm sorry, Byron. I'm sorry, bro.
You know what?
You was in so many different stuff, man. I'm sorry. That's got to be the one they chose.
I agree, man. It's not even on streaming. You can't even find this movie soundtrack on streaming.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That is
that's wild.
That's a choice.
I gotta feel like Ice Cube like fuck no.
Ice Cube probably don't even remember doing this damn thing.
Wait a minute. Okay, so you guys remember the ending to the Alpha 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where everybody's ending always shows Guile bombing Shadaloo, right?
Yeah.
This movie was gonna predate that.
No way.
It was. This movie was originally supposed to do it. Like, De Souza pretty much envisioned the attack on Bison's hideout to include helicopters blowing it up, but was unable to do it due to the political instability in the neighboring town, which is why the AN troops attacked via boats instead.
Of course.
Goddamn rebels ruining our movie.
Rebels.
Who knew that we ain't trying to scare nobody. We just trying to ball the shit out of a place in the middle.
And that was supposed to be the exterior shots, and it was all because of neighboring Burma. They couldn't do it. The political instability of Burma stopped us from greatness.
I do love the fact that
Rambo managed to get it done.
I do like the fact
that would be a decade and a half, sir.
I just like the fact now that I know that niggas in Burma gotta stop that fucking movie.
Yeah,
man.
You know what? Thank you, Lucas. Yeah, that's correct. Basically, they're gonna do what we saw in the animated film. That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Except here's the difference. Imagine the PR backlash that they would probably get for shooting and destroying a Buddha statue head.
I feel as though true. You're right about that, but I feel like when what everybody's saying this is going to end with the whole place getting bombed, I think that's just a logical choice, really, especially in the 90s. What happens? I think that's how everybody
basically the video game ending. They already were going over the number of actors that they could have in this movie. So no, we were not going to get Akuma fucking teleport in and hitting the raging demon on Bison out of nowhere.
Or the whole statue standing up, eyes open.
I'm laughing that
the Alpha 3 ending. Shooting the freaking laser and bouncing it off of a satellite.
I find it funny that throughout the whole holidays that Street Fighter came out, it and Little Women were battling for number one superiority. And Street Fighter actually made money. Shockingly enough, it made money. It
made money off the strength of the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that was probably one of the more stronger IPs compared to which is ironic considering that they had a Super Mario Brothers movie that just tanked.
But I think it also benefited. There was still a time where kids actually go to the movie theaters in droves on Christmas Day. Christmas Day is still a big day for movies, but it's always a hit or miss to me.
This movie dropped.
If a movie's going to be a hit during Christmas, you know what I mean?
This movie dropped 2 days before Christmas. $35 million budget made $99.4 million.
I think this was a movie where they was like, it better make its money back. Just period. I don't think they had anything. But I think it lucked out that, like you said, just off the strain of Street Fighter, and just kids being kids. Before,
well, here's the thing: when it finally got released, on VHS in '95, and it went out to all the video stores, especially the rentals. In the U.S., it sold more than 250,000 copies in '95 alone.
That DVD, them home video sales were strong.
And of course, it was broadcast on cable, later released on DVD and Blu-ray and digital streaming. And the video's home releases and television broadcasts have been profitable for Capcom, giving them a return of $165 million from the film's box office and home media revenue.
I was so pissed off at when Street Fighter 4 came out. They put out that bullshit Blu-ray of this movie, and it was bare bones as shit.
Oh, it was super bare bones.
I was so mad because I was hyped, like, oh shit, we're getting on Blu-ray. It's gonna be great. And what was this?
I think the one thing and of course, they benefited off the nostalgia of this movie. Despite all the bad shit we said about this movie, it got cult status by it was one of those situations where it's like it got cult status because Raul Julia, like when you really watch you really realize, like, oh no, Raul Julia was dialed in on this movie. He was no, I'm putting 100% into this movie, and it's like, wow, okay. And it's just the unintentional. And also, let's be real, you think about the time period of the internet, it benefited also from GIF and meme culture, the early era of GIF and meme culture. I think it really did too. I think that's really
Quick Change the Channel was a fucking Reddit, early Reddit. GIF and meme.
Actually, though, I need people to bring Quick Change the Channel into Twitter. Anytime somebody has a hot take or a really stupid take, and you just now see it, like the moment they post it, you need to throw in Quick Change the Channel. I think Quick Change. Wait. Quick Change the Channel needs to be the new. There's still time. Delete this post.
The last time I put that up on Twitter was actually the day that Putin got his place raided, and they say right outside of Moscow Palace. Quick change the
Oh my god, man! It was a moment. It's one of those you had to be there in order to really understand Street Fighter.
No, but yeah.
Because people younger than us ain't gonna understand it unless you tell them. Unless you actually tell them. Because think about it, like the young people younger than us, Legend of Chun-Li is their Street Fighter, unfortunately. And
are you sure? I don't think they know that movie exists.
Yeah, we don't talk about that movie.
That movie exists.
That's what I'm saying.
Do not talk about that movie.
I forgot that movie exists.
I'll say this: when Thanos did the snap, that movie went with it.
No. I remember the movie. You want to know why? It was
because you vouched for the movie the longest time.
You did.
It was you want to know why? Because it was something that all of us on the message boards back then.
Battlefield, Chris, wasn't it?
The message boards back then, we said it best. That movie was literally a SNK movie disguised as a Capcom Street Fighter movie.
I will never forgive.
If you look
at
you know what? I'll allow it.
Bison in that movie was literally like,
Geese Howard.
This was just Geese Howard. All right, this is Terry. Just do a Fatal Fury movie.
No, Chris. That movie was the closest we ever got to CVS 3.
Ironically
the
enough,
closest we ever got to Capcom versus.
Got a nigga that looks like Eagle.
They're out of line, but they're right.
That was a weird era. It's like on one hand we got the SNK disguised Street Fighter movie. On the other side we got a KOF movie disguised as wherever the fuck it was. I feel
like the KOF
anime movie was better.
I feel like the KOF movie.
Did you really just say that? Because they're both equal in my
KOF movie. Look, the KOF movie.
No, I said animated movie was better.
Oh no. Oh, about to say, I was like,
I was responding to the chat.
No, I was reading that shit. But the KOF movie really felt like it was trying to be something else, and didn't realize. Okay, what if we make that dimension shit fighting games?
It was literally, you know what? It was the equivalent of this Street Fighter movie that we just talked about. It was like the director went in and was like, that KOF shit, that tournament shit, nah, we ain't doing that shit. Matrix. People love the Matrix.
Like you could have just approached SNK, who put a whole lot more story into their fighting games. You know,
easy on story, sir.
Fuck what you think. The Orochi saga of KOF 94 to 97. We're not even
only weaves like that era.
And we're not even gonna go. We're not even gonna go into. We are not gonna go into the madness that like is. No, saga. Weaves like the Nest saga.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah. Shut
it.
The
Nest saga is the reason why you and I don't talk to a person no more. Okay, because he saw that and then he saw Albumirror and lost his shit.
First of all, that is other world. That is other universe SNK. We're not going to talk about
even
that.
SNK doesn't.
I'm just saying
they don't,
because he loved the Nest saga so much. When he saw that transsexual show up, he was like, "I want to be that nigga."
And they used them to be K49 for KOF 15. Crazy,
yes.
Right?
So, considering this movie came out in 1994. And it's 2020. Shut up! I'm not even going to talk about Shermie being on speed dial in that god awful movie. Anyway, consider that this movie came out in 1994. This movie came out in 94, right? And
what are Yujiro on that joke too? That whole list of names.
You mean Yashiro, Chris, pretty much the new face team was on it.
Hey, Yashiro, what are you doing? Let's jump in.
Fucked up. You may have just fucked up. I think we have to do that movie. Oh my
God. No.
I don't want to do it either.
No. But hear me out.
William Lee on the set like this.
Why am I here?
What's wrong? I'm carrying this shit. Maggie Q over here saying she ain't carrying shit. I gotta do this shit. Here's me. Hey, Will, I like you. Are you sure you're carrying?
Listen,
this is supposed to be his breakout bill.
Listen, I like you.
Gentlemen,
you ain't lying. That was supposed to be the breakout.
All right, gentlemen, this movie came out in 94. It's 2024, and we have a line in here. One of the last lines in this movie that I think if they made this today, would it be considered problematic?
Which is
Colonel Guile. How about that interview for my network? Sure, but only if you are wearing that dress.
See, this is why
John, we talked about this. You can't say that. You can't say that. Okay, you can't say that to her. Okay, that's implying that you want to put your wee-wee in her. You can't do that.
First off, are you white saying wee-wee?
Like... Shut the fuck up, Chris. That's the joke.
That line was also ad-libbed.
I was gonna say that, like, doing Jean-Claude. That's my mean nine had a smile on the face because it's 94 Jean-Claude. But then there was because she know that he did coke all those times holding up the motherfucking film.
And yes, Brian, I agree. Masami Obari understood the value of SNK stories.
I guess.
Don't do that. Y'all need to stop that. All right. Y'all need to stop that. I get it.
So go for it.
I'm about to say, look, I get it. Chris, look, I get it. WCW to WWF. I understand. Okay, I get it. But y'all need to stop, all right? Y'all talking, oh, this is shit. Nigga, I'm looking at Buff Bagwell. Chill out. Like,
sorry. Somebody in that room at WWE was like, main event, Buff Bagwell, Booker T. Let's get this going. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Why are y'all still on that shit? This is why wrestling fans, this is why I don't talk to wrestling fans. Because they always want to say some gooba ass shit like that, yeah.
Nah, I'm sorry. 1994, we are fighting a man. We're fighting a man in a suit who has a panther, a black panther at that. And
The most pantherous of
Panthers. My man actually directs it to go in the other direction while he beats your ass by dragging you from one corner to the other corner with a laughing skull.
Do y'all think Rugal stank or he like smells like cologne? Because I think it's a mixture.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I feel.
By the way, his old stage from KOF 94, he had the Street Fighters. He had all the Street Fighter characters like frozen in carbonite statues.
Well, I mean, that's why I like the CVS 2 intro with all the heroes of Street Fighter, where he has statues and they cut it down. And so with Guile,
Guile used the sonic boom to break his own statue.
It's like, nah, get this shit out of here. But nah,
yes.
Look,
coked out smashing Kylie Minogue van.
Yo, like I really would
that
like
tracks.
Nah, but like that, like I said, the KOF movie, that was like bare bones KOF, because wow.
I can't even call it bare bones.
Look at the amount of cast people in that.
It was KOF, in my opinion, it was KOF in name only.
But here's the funny thing. This, much like Tekken Blood Vengeance, is a movie that hurts you because you know who the characters are. You know what I mean? Because you know what the characters are and how they function, and you've seen them in the movie. You're like, the fuck is going on? Like when we saw Anna, when Anna was like the principal of that school, everybody. What?
What is this?
Wait a minute, bitch. How did you survive after you and Nina? Whatever.
It's like, oh, what's that?
Opening day, it made $3 million, grossed about $9.5 million on its opening
Christmas
weekend.
Holidays was crazy,
and it came in number 3 behind Dumb and Dumber and the Santa Claus at the box office. On the second weekend, it made $7.1 million and dropped all the way down to number 7. At the end of it, grossed at about $33 million and $66 million overseas, totaling $99 million. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Steven DeSouza will pay for his crimes.
I think he already did by making the movie.
Well, to be fair, he paid for his crimes.
Bad movies
to be fair, he paid for his crimes when he did Hudson Hawk, so it balances out.
I guess. I guess.
Pissed off.
Which, by the way, did you know he campaigned to be the director? Like that was stipulation. So Capcom was like, "Hey, we'll give you the rights, but we need a treatment the next day."
Was it a Julie Bagwell on a pole match stipulation? What the hell is going on here?
I'm sorry, what?
No, they did 1st to 5 in Street Fighter 2.
I'm sorry, they needed the treatment the next day?
The next day. And the producer was like, I know the perfect guy because he did Die Hard. Because, I mean, come on, that's like Thriller. He did Die Hard.
Yes.
So he went to him and was like, hey, when you do this treatment of the day, he's like, I'll do it, but I get to direct. And he's like, all right, fuck it, you got it. And then they went with it. And surprisingly, as we know, Capcom liked it. Why? Who knows? Who exactly? This whole fucking process, this movie is like a fever dream. Like it feels like everything possible for the movie to go wrong did not go wrong. In fact, the stars aligned for this movie to be fucking made.
Yeah.
Despite the movie being behind schedule.
Yeah.
And over, but not they couldn't go over budget, but
they couldn't.
I thought MK came out. Yeah, MK came out after this, right?
MK came out in 95.
Well, yeah.
They saw what they did and went. Let's do the
tournament. Let's just do the tournament.
Do the tournament.
Let's put fighting in our fighting game movie. Let's try that.
I like how they did that, and then the next movie, Yahtzee. Like they didn't give a
next movie. They said, "Let's just go smorgasbord, more combat trilogy." I'm like, what? No,
they had more fighting. We gave them that. There was more fighting.
No, it was backflipping reptiles. That's what it was.
Nah, cartwheeling.
Within the background, in the background, Ed Boon rubbing his nipples. Yeah, the lore.
My favorite part.
Him deleting
Mortal Kombat.
The actual Elder God showed up and said, "In Mortal Kombat."
No, that's the worst part. When he said that, Mortal Kombat. I'm like,
the 90s
asshole ready to press the button when he said that.
The 90s gave us some very, very terrible video game based movies.
I think
absolutely dreadful.
I mean, they didn't try to be good. There was there was full motion videos that were out with these, like the shitty ones you see on.
It was full motion video.
Sega CD era.
Here's the funny thing: all of them were bad too. But then you look at something like Wing Commander. Electronic Arts actually put money into that. They actually made it look good. They actually had stars. When they had Command and Conquer, they put stars in that. In those
nice.
They put real writing into this stuff. But then, how can we put it to film? Gotta get math littered in this motherfucker.
Could you imagine
the shade fur off those cats?
Going off of Sega CD to make a movie off of a product? Could you imagine a live action film adaptation of Snatcher?
Ooh, man, that would be crazy. Snatcher?
No, because people call the shit discount Blade Runner. No,
they would.
I'm about to say.
In fact, that's
Blade Runner at home, nigga.
In fact, that's what it probably would be. Or fine. If that's too much. Hold on, if that's too much for you in 91, what about Police Knots?
I mean,
check it out, Harris. Fans didn't show up for Johnny Mnemonic. What the fuck make you think?
Not even Ice-T could get everybody into Johnny
Mnemonic.
No. Don't put on Ice-T.
First of all, Johnny Mnemonic. Let's be real. The promotion was barely there for that movie.
But the point I'm trying to say is that there was a lot of science fiction movies that ran into almost the same bullshit as everybody. Like,
guess what, D? There was a lot of science. No, guess what? There was a lot of science fiction shit that got greenlit one season and we never saw it again.
That being said, though, I think
you can still do it.
I think Snatcher would have got lost. I think Police Knots would have went over budget. It would be a nightmare. We will be reading up the notes of, I'm sorry, y'all finished making this? They didn't. They did it. They been repeating shit. Like, I feel like Police Knots would have been a disaster. Snatcher, you could probably make it, but I think it get lost. I think it get lost amongst all of the
Snatcher would have been straight to VHS.
Oh no, you giving it that?
No, you're saying it would have got lost.
Yeah. Okay.
You're saying it would have got lost. Meaning
I'm sorry, I said it wrong. I said it wrong. My bad.
Meaning it would have found cult status on the rental.
You better look. Chris says that with Guyver 2. You and him need to chill with that shit.
I mean, at least Guyver 2 had something there.
Look, Chris, I understand that, but people remember J.J. Walker Guyver more than that one. Let's not.
Because J.J. Walker, that's why.
No. Well, yeah.
I mean, people are stupid and they recognize stupidity. They don't recognize when it's good.
See, Chris, now you're fighting for your side.
I'm not fighting for my side. It's just truth.
You're fighting for your side. The fans didn't want that. The fans didn't want that. The fans wanted racist monster. All right.
Talking. I mean, if you really think about it,
talking.
No, if you really think about it, Snatcher, live action film, main character played by Michael Douglas. Keep it moving.
Better stop that.
I can see it.
Stop that. You know Michael Dudikoff would do it and not Michael Douglas. You better not do that.
See, Snatcher would have been an HBO special like Fist of the
Gary Daniels. It would be like Gary Daniels. And what happened to Fist of the North Star? We don't talk about it. That's what.
We are not going to talk about Borderlands, Tevin.
Borderlands actually looks pretty good, though.
Okay, you know what I saw?
Video game adaptions.
Here's the thing.
Borderlands looks pretty good.
Here's the thing.
Looking kind of shaky.
Looks
How
good,
the hell does
but
it look?
I heard it ain't good.
Oh no, Fallout's actually really good.
No, Fallout's fine.
They said it's good.
Yeah,
they said it's actually good.
They rate Fallout above The Last of Us.
Yeah, it's actually really good. They
Are you fucking for real?
I'm dead serious, bro.
I will say this about Fallout.
The ratings have come in for Fallout, and it ranks above The Last of Us.
I will say this: the reason why is because it leans, at least in my eyes, it has all the Fallout lore from the games, but it leans more on the Fallout 3 side of the story they're telling.
Oh yeah, they ain't touching 76.
why would 76 had no story? The fuck, come on.
That's the
They
point.
have no story at all.
They're not going to try to shoehorn a
and
story.
and you don't want to jam too much of this the story from 4 in it. Also.
Yeah, so it has a very Fallout 3.
Of course,
and New Vegas will be season 2.
No. New Vegas won't be talked about because Bethesda.
Spoilers, the way it ends.
Exactly, Chris.
You know what? That'd be wild. That would be wild.
Season 2, baby.
That'd be wild. Just for
rolling
them to be like, yeah, New Vegas. We got New Vegas skins for Fallout 76.
Rolling moss covered dice. Let's go.
So yeah. But whatever.
Yeah.
So next week we're gonna do a movie that Eris likes. Well, actually, me and Eris been talking about for a minute. And that is the very famous movie where Charles Lee Ray rises from the dead again. Except this time it's like a year later, but all the kids are older now. But we're going to talk about Child's Play 3 in the next episode, and the only thing that really stands out is a young black actor who never showed up in the movie was in it. We see a young kid give his life to save everybody from falling on a grenade. Also, we get Chucky in a little thing like this where he's like, "This means war." We get one of them. This nigga full Daffy Duck. And of course, it's because it's Chucky. It's a Chucky movie. It's 3 Black Geeks. We were making fun of how this little nigga keeps on fucking up his old plan. He can easily grab somebody, Dalai Ma and shit like that. He can easily do that shit.
This man shoots himself out of a freaking cannon just to tackle somebody to the ground.
I'm still mad, Eris, at the unnecessary yelling. What the hell?
Yeah.
Ah! They were just toy boxes. This nigga act like a boulder was falling on him. I still can't get over it. I like how in the third act, Brad.
What the hell?
No, it's just like it was only like 5 or 6 boxes. No!
Listen. There's Shocker, I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Under that. What the hell?
There is levels to this shit, and these levels is just the fuck.
And it's called Charles Lee Ray. Can't get a fucking break. We're going to see y'all next week with that shit. Peace, y'all.